Winners are not born ready. They don't come into the world with a golden ticket to success. They build themselves, day by day, choice by choice. And do you know where that begins? Right here, in your mind. It's in the way you think that the story of your life begins to change. Let me ask you, are you thinking like a winner or like someone who has already accepted defeat before even trying? Because that's the difference. It's not about the size of the challenge. It's not about how many times you've fallen. It's about how you respond to it. It's about what you tell yourself when no one is watching. A winner's mentality isn't magical, it's a choice. It's deciding that, no matter what happens, you will keep going. That you will fall, yes, but you will get back up every time. That you will make mistakes, but you will learn. That you will get tired, but you will not stop. Look, I know it sometimes feels like the world is against you. That everything is going wrong. That no one believes in what you're capable of doing. But let me remind you of something. The world doesn't decide who wins. You do. And it all starts in your head, in what you believe is possible. Imagine a lion. It doesn't wake up every day with the certainty that it will find food. But it gets up, faces the unknown, and fights. It doesn't wait for guarantees, it simply acts. Because, in its mind, giving up was never an option. That's how a winner thinks. That's how you should think. And do you know what else? This mentality doesn't depend on where you are right now. It doesn't matter if you're starting from zero, if you failed before, or if no one is rooting for you. A winner's mentality ignores the noise around them. It focuses on what truly matters, the next step, the next battle, the next effort. So, tell me, how are you thinking today? Like someone who just watches others win, or like someone determined to change the game? Because the choice is yours, life won't hand you a prize just because you want it. But if you decide to fight, if you decide to think like a winner, no one will be able to stop you. What are you waiting for? The perfect moment doesn't exist. Victory starts now, in your mind. What separates those who win from those who give up? It's not luck, it's not talent, and it's not the size of the challenge. It's how you face the fight. The difference between a winner and a loser lies in the mind, in the choices they make when confronted with difficulties. A winner looks at a problem and asks, how can I solve this? How can I come out stronger? They don't deny the challenge, they look for a solution. A loser, on the other hand, looks at the same problem and says, this is too big for me. I can't do it. They give up before even trying. Do you see the difference? It's not the problem that decides the outcome, it's the mentality. A winner understands that the fight is an opportunity to grow, while a loser sees it as an insurmountable barrier. A winner knows that failure is part of the process. They are not afraid of making mistakes because they understand that failure teaches valuable lessons. They know that every attempt is a step closer to victory. The loser, they don't even try because the fear of failure paralyzes them. They prefer to stay in their comfort zone, where nothing happens, but nothing changes either. Let me tell you something, winners don't have guarantees. They also feel fear, they also have doubts, but the difference is that they act anyway. They know that victory never comes to those who wait. It comes only to those who insist. Imagine a player on the field. When they miss a pass, they don't leave the game. They run harder, reposition themselves better, and learn from the mistake. They understand that every play matters. The loser, they lament their mistakes. They sit on the bench watching others try. For them, failure is the end. For a winner, failure is just the beginning. The mentality of a winner is relentless. They don't waste time complaining about what went wrong. They just try again and again until they succeed. They understand that the only real limit is the one they place in their own mind. And here's what's most inspiring. A winner doesn't need the world to believe in them. They believe in themselves. They know that others' approval doesn't define who they are. They keep moving forward, even when no one is watching, because they're focused on one thing, winning. Now look at your life. When you encounter an obstacle, what do you do? Do you face it? Or do you run? Do you persist? Or do you give up? Because, in the end, it's not the challenge that determines whether you win or lose. It's how you choose to respond to it. Pain arrives without warning, breaks your rhythm, and tests your patience. It hurts to fall, to fail, to feel like everything is working against you. But let me tell you something you may never have heard before. Pain is not your enemy. It's the test, the filter that separates those who want to win from those ready to give up. Do you know why? Because pain isn't here to stop you. It's here to shape you, to strengthen you. Every blow you take, every fall that knocks you down, is an opportunity to rise stronger. To prove to yourself that you can keep going, even when it seems impossible. Imagine a diamond. It doesn't start out shining, beautiful, or perfect. It begins as a rough piece of carbon, common, formless. And what transforms that piece of carbon into something precious? Pressure, time, resilience. The same is true for you. The pain you feel now is shaping your best version, transforming you into something the world will admire. But only if you use that pain as fuel, because here's the secret: pain can either stop you or push you forward. It can be the reason you give up or the strength you need to continue. The difference lies in how you choose to view it. When life knocks you down, you have two options. You can stay on the ground, complaining about how hard everything is, about how unfair the world is. Or you can look at the pain and say, is that all you've got? Because I'm ready for more. Every obstacle in your path is a disguised opportunity. A chance to grow, to learn, to become stronger. It's in the toughest moments that you discover what you're truly made of. It's when the world challenges you that you find strength you never knew you had. Pain is not the end, it's the beginning of something great. It's the bridge between who you are today and who you want to be. But to cross that bridge, you must face obstacles head-on. You need to transform every blow into motivation, every fall into a lesson, every failure into another chance. Think about the greatest winners you know. They didn't get there without pain. They faced rejection, failure, sleepless nights, and doubt. But what did they do? They used all of that as fuel. They took every no, every defeat, and turned it into a reason to keep trying. And you, what will you do with the pain you're feeling now? Will you let it stop you, or will you let it push you? Because, in the end, it's not the pain that decides who you are. It's how you choose to react to it. Get up. Use that pain. Show yourself that nothing can stop you. Because what's waiting for you on the other side of this challenge is your best version. And when you get there, you'll look back and realize that pain wasn't the enemy. It was the path, so decide now, will pain break you or build you? The choice is yours. If you're thinking about giving up, if you think you're not capable of achieving your goals, remember this: the greatest winners aren't the fastest or the strongest. They're the ones who keep going, even when everything seems to be against them. Because, in the end, what really matters isn't the size of your talent or your achievements. It's the size of your resilience. It's your ability to stay standing when life knocks you down, to keep walking when every part of you wants to stop. Let me tell you, everyone faces storms. What separates those who win from those who give up is what they do in the middle of the chaos. While some look up at the sky and say, "This is too much for me," others lift their heads and think, "I'm going to get through this." One step at a time. Imagine a marathon. It's not the fastest runner who wins, but the one who knows how to manage pain, exhaustion, and thoughts of quitting. The one who, even with heavy legs and a racing heart, finds the strength within themselves to take one more step. And another, and another. That's how you reach the finish line. Resilience is like a rope that doesn't break, no matter how much it's stretched. It's about withstanding pressure, about adapting, about finding ways to move forward, even when the path seems impossible. You don't need to be perfect to win. You just need to keep going. You know those days when nothing seems to go right? When the whole world seems to be against you, those are the days that shape winners. It's in those moments that you have the chance to prove to yourself what you're made of. Because, when everything is easy, it's simple to keep moving forward. But it's in the tough moments that true strength appears. Look, there will be times when no one believes in you. When you look around and see no one cheering, no one supporting you. But let me remind you, you don't need them to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself. Because respect, admiration, recognition, those things come later. First, you need to persist. Resilience means understanding that every difficult day is a piece of the puzzle. That every defeat is a brick in the wall of your victory. That every time you get back up after falling, you're building something no one can tear down. Your determination. And do you know what's most incredible? Resilience is a skill. It's not something you're born with. It's something you develop, step by step, battle by battle. The more you face, the stronger you become. The more you persist, the harder it is to be knocked down. So, If today it feels like the world is against you, if everything seems too hard, take a deep breath. Take one more step, and another, and another. Because victory doesn't come to those who never feel pain. It comes to those who feel it but choose to keep going. Remember this, falling is normal. Getting back up is optional, and winners, they get back up every single time. Do you know the greatest secret of a winner? They know where they want to go. And, more importantly, they know what can't distract them. Focus is what separates those who talk from those who act. It's what transforms dreams into reality, because without focus, even the greatest talent in the world won't get you anywhere. Winners don't get distracted by things that don't matter. They have clarity about what they want, and because of that, they don't waste energy on small things, on drama, on others' opinions. They know that time is their most valuable resource, and they don't waste a second of it. Think of a laser. Its light is powerful because it's concentrated, focused. It doesn't scatter in every direction. That's how a winner's focus works. They don't try to do everything. They choose what truly matters and pour all their attention into it. Now think about yourself. Where is your focus today? Are you putting your energy into things that will truly take you where you want to be? Or are you wasting your time on distractions that add nothing to your life? Because what you prioritize defines who you become. A winner's mentality demands difficult choices. It's about saying no to things that seem good but don't help you grow. It's about rejecting the easy way out, the immediate pleasure, to build something greater in the future. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Imagine an archer. They draw the bow, aim at the target, and release the arrow. They don't look around. They don't get distracted by the noise around them. They focus. Because if they take their eyes off the target for even a second, they'll miss. Life is like that. If you don't keep your eyes on your goal, you'll end up far from where you want to be. Winners understand that focus isn't just about working harder. It's about working on what truly matters. They don't run in circles. They choose a direction and follow it straight, ignoring everything that tries to pull them off track. And do you know what's most impressive? When you focus on what matters, everything changes. What once seemed impossible starts to become clearer. People start to notice your determination. Respect, recognition, results, all of that comes to those who are consistent in what they do. But focus isn't automatic, it's built. It's a decision you make every day, deciding what's worth it. Deciding what deserves your time and energy. Deciding that you won't let distractions control you. Enough with the excuses. Enough waiting for the perfect moment. It's not coming. Life won't send you a sign, won't give you an invitation to start. Do you know why? Because everything you need is already here. It's in you, right now. Let me ask you, how many times have you postponed something because you thought you weren't ready? Because you thought you needed more time, more support, more courage. And what happened? Nothing. Nothing changes when you wait. Nothing happens when you only plan. Change, progress, victory, all of that starts with action. Winners don't wait. They don't sit around hoping the world will recognize their potential. They act, even when no one believes in them. Even when no one is watching. Even when fear tries to hold them back. They go out and make things happen. Do you want to win? Do you want to be remembered? Do you want to look back on your life and feel proud of what you built? Then get up, start now. It doesn't matter how small the step is. What matters is that you begin. Because every great victory started with a simple decision, to act. Life won't be easy. You'll fall. You'll make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But do you know what sets winners apart? They keep going. They take one more step, even when everything seems lost. Because they understand that success isn't a straight line. It's a roller coaster of struggles and lessons. And let me remind you, time waits for no one. While you think, while you hesitate, it's passing. Every day you don't act is a day you'll never get back. And when you look back, what do you want to see? The excuses you made or the results you achieved. So, what's it going to be? Will you keep dreaming, planning, waiting? Or will you decide that today is the day you start building the life you want? Because that choice, my friend, only you can make. Get up now. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you have. What matters is what you're going to do with it. Every step counts. Every effort matters. And when you start, you'll realize the strength you thought you didn't have was there all along. Winners aren't born. They're made. And it all starts with a decision to act. So, what are you waiting for? Victory is waiting for you on the other side of action. Go and claim it. Victory isn't out there, waiting to be found. It isn't hiding behind a magical opportunity, an unexpected handout, or a stroke of luck. It starts here, within you. It's in the way you think, believe, and act that everything changes. Think about this. Before any achievement comes the mindset. Before any trophy comes the decision not to quit. It's your mind that decides what you do when life knocks you down. It's your mind that chooses whether to get up and try again or to accept defeat and stay down. A winner isn't defined by what they have but by what they believe. They believe that every day is a new chance. They believe that, even when the world says no, they can say yes to themselves. They believe that the strength they need doesn't come from outside but from within. Victory begins when you understand that obstacles aren't the end, they're the path. That exhaustion, pain, and doubt are tests, not barriers. Because every time you choose to keep going, every time you act, even when it seems impossible, you're shaping your victory. Think of a river cutting through a mountain. It doesn't do it with brute force but with persistence. Every drop, every current, slowly carves a path. That's how a winner's mindset works. It's not about doing everything at once but about never stopping. And do you know the secret? When you start thinking like a winner, you start acting like one. And when you act like a winner, the whole world has to bow to you. Because respect, admiration, victory, all of that comes to those who believe and persist, even when no one is watching. So, let me ask you, what will you do now? Will you keep waiting for victory to fall into your lap? Or will you decide that it's already within you, just waiting to be revealed? Because you already have what you need, you just need to believe it. Get up, decide. Because when you start thinking like a winner, everything changes. Challenges stop being barriers and become stepping stones. Defeats stop being the end and become lessons. And the impossible stops being a limit and becomes a possibility. Victory starts now. It starts here, in your mind. And when you believe, act, and never give up, there's nothing and no one that can stop you. Think like a winner. Act like a winner. And the whole world will have to watch as you achieve everything you've ever wanted.